Hey guys, it's Diana. Art by Diana Myers in the Artsy Rose group. My hair's a little wild today. I need a hairdo. In the meantime, I went through, it's mostly the same three people participating this month. Tammy, Beck, Lori, and Stacy. So I went through and I looked at them again, and I decided to give every one of them a little something, their Happy Meal. So Tammy Beck for that sled, she had like a whole scene, skating and sledding. She had like everything just about on the list was in this little village scene she did. Then Lori Murphy, I'm giving hers for the skating bear. But I love the last snowman that she did, but you could tell she did that on her own. And then Stacy for the colorful snowman, that snow that you did, that scene with the little snowman in like the pink sun. I thought those are awesome. So those are the three winners for this month. And we're gonna do, after the class, this card is called The Other Hand, and it's a fun kind of thing because I've done this myself. Use a pen to make a drawing with your non-dominant hand, which should be my left hand. Make as many drawings as you like. Hint, this is meant to be a quick activity to wake up your brain and to get you to view things in a new way. So anybody that's like struggling with trying to be a little bit looser, this is a good way to do it. Another exercise would be to do one with your left hand, do the other one with your right hand, like one thing, like maybe an apple or something, and just see how different they come out. But it's just a pen and some mixed media paper, some kind of paper, may help with exploring senses, increasing mindfulness, release stress, promotes relaxation, soothing anxiety, take away optimistic perspective. So anyways, we'll explore the questions on the back of this. So that's going to be immediately after class. I'm going to do this thing here. I was debating what to do, but I'm going to do kind of a quick, simple version of this. But it's a wreath with like a wood background and then the heart. So it's very abstract, very thick. I got it with palette knife. We'll probably can do more paintbrush, but I'm going to make it kind of, new user friendly. So I'm going to do it actually on a piece of canvas. I've been wanting to do it on a canvas, and I got a good sized piece here. This is not the 12 or 11 by 14. This is the next one up, and I never remember the size of this. I probably threw the thing away. Let me get my, I'm only semi-ready. Still getting ready for that class. I got 9 people in that class now. I think it's only been a couple of days since we put that ad out, so I might have a problem. It's a really pretty painting. There's 12. 12 by 16, guys. And this is, if you go to Michael's and you buy these canvases where I get them, there's 16 by 20, which is the big one. That's what I do at most paint party. But now I'm doing a lot of these because they're just a little smaller. I think they're less intimidating. But they're 12 by 16, so they're literally, if you put them up next to each other, it's the next size down. Then the next size after that would be 11 or 12 by 14, which is this size, which we did last night. So you can see that this is just slightly smaller than 11 or 12 by 14. It's not that much difference. And the next one is the bigger one. It's just a painting we did last night. This is the second one I did. I really need to go over it a little bit because the first one always comes out good. So anyways, I'm gonna try getting you. I'm still trying to do my my iPad keeps bringing in old profiles, so I need somebody that knows what they're doing because I don't know why it keeps doing it. I took it off. I gave up. But I have my laptop and I can get it up, but it just won't stay up. And sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. So I'm gonna go on here again, and I am going to see if I can get it up. I can get it up. It just doesn't stay. So, and I thought maybe it was something to do with this room, but this is something new because it wasn't happening before. And I cleaned up a lot of stuff on here, took a lot of stuff off, so I don't know. I need like a tech head. When weather breaks, I think I might run out to Best Buy, unless I find somebody, and see if it says I need to remove those other profiles. I don't know how those other ones get on there. And the other two are supposed to be on Instagram, which they are. And I heard somebody had to get in through Instagram, so I don't know. Anyway, so here I am. I'm going to put it right up to the groups. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's always something. Always, 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 always. Here I am. I'm up live. I'm on live, so I'm going to hit this. And if it's right, I should be able to get you. The only way it seems to stay up is if I have like a side thing, which it's not doing. It's not doing it. So I don't know if it's going to stay up or not. We'll see. I like it just mainly to center and to get you guys comments. The comments are not coming up, so all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this painting. And basically, you can't really see it, but in the back of it, handle the background in blue and brown and stuff. I'm going to kind of do a whitish brown for the background and add the colors in later. And we're going to do a little palette knifing and a little bit of dripping. So it's going to be kind of fun. I am going to just paint the background. I'm going to do it, I think the cinnamon stick and some white. And I might do a little bit of blue. We'll see. That kind of like board blue. I'm just going to put it right on the canvas. I'm just going to put it on. And I'm just let you watch me. I'm going to turn this around. Get me a big brush, I need some white. I'm just going to pour it all right on the canvas. This is a big area. I'm not going to worry about having my template out or my thing out yet. See, it's two colors together. Gonna be brave. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this paint party, and I put the ads on, 2 days ago? I already got 9 people. So I'm hoping for 20. I would love 30. If I get up over that, I gotta get somebody to help me, so that's okay. It's good for my brother's restaurant too, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I'm just doing this kind of streaky. We're not trying to make this like all even Steven. We want white and brown to be all mixed up. They had this on their palette in a class. I would just say slap some white on, slap some brown on, and start getting it on. So you get this nice streaky look. Must be like a piece of wood. You could paint the sides if you want to. I'm going to dry this a little bit, and I'm going to start painting on the wreath and the heart with pink. And it looks like it's... turn its volume down. Volume's down. Nope. Let's see. It's still staying on, guys. So I'm just doing this kind of streak. We're not trying to make this like... Can't get the volume off. Come on, volume. Did this last week. There you go. The volume was still on. And I am buffering, guys. I am sorry. It's not snowing right now, so I don't know. It's buffering, though. Why? Seems to be a common thing these days. It's not me, it's you. Somebody's always buffering. So it's starting to get like kind of peachy looking. I don't want that. So I'm going to dry this a little bit. I want it to be streaky. Probably need a little more brown on this side. Then I'm going to dry it a little bit. I went outside to wipe the car off. And it's like 15 out or something like that. You know, it didn't feel that bad. We're getting used to the 0 and the minus temperatures. Isn't that funny? And it's funny, like in the spring, it gets up to 32 and everybody has to take their sweaters and stuff off. We get so used to that cold, cold weather that, you know, 30 feels not too bad. 32, whatever. So I want that kind of streaky, so I'm going to leave that like that, and I'm going to start doing the sides a little bit. This, I think, will look pretty on a little bigger canvas. The other one's on paper, but, you know, I can frame that. I frame those, so I put them in a, kind of a paper frame, and then later, if I want to, I can just buy a frame. It's a pretty standard frame, too. I like that. What's nice about doing it on the paper, if it's a nice heavy watercolor paper, you should be able to, it's pretty heavy, should go into a frame, 11 by 12 or 12 by 14, anything you want around, you know, as long as the insert size is that size, it's fine. But I put it into, I make it bigger by putting it into, oh, you know what they call them, the insert that goes on it. So anyways, I can't think of the word right now because I'm painting. All right, so I got this all the way around. I'm just going to this little piece of white paint that kind of got in there. I need some paper towels. Sometimes the edges, when the paint gets all dried out, you kind of get into the paint. You got to pick it up. Got to pick it up. All right, so now we get this streaky look. I'm going to dry it a little bit. Put my brush back into my water. Find my blow dryer. Where are you? Oh, it's still showing up on my computer. That's a good thing. Can't see the comments though, guys. I can't see comments. Everybody jumps on. Tell us where you're from, what you're doing. Say hey. Hey. And come on. If you watch this later, make sure you put over your hashtag rewatch. I gotta get my hair done. I need to get my hair done. Technically, I do my own. I've been doing hair so long, I can do it in my sleep. I like painting. Just drying it. I got the background on. The sun was out for like, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half this morning, and it's getting towards, pretty dark. All right. Got dry. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of set it up, the painting, with your composition. So you can see that this is a wreath. So I'm just going to kind of make a big circle, and I'm going to make a big heart in the middle. It's kind of going to be a scratchy looking kind of heart. And then I'm going to kind of put on some background on the wreath ring. And then put my heart in. And then start building the flowers. And then the like drippy stuff on the bottom. Which I'll show you how to do. If you watched Drippy Hearts the other night, you've probably seen how I did it. And I'm going to need some paint on a palette. So I got my old trusty wussy dollar store palette I made, which works awesome. Save some money. I just went through those like crazy. And the problem was, though, it's not even the palette. You know what it was? The papers to replace it. All you need is parchment paper, some paper underneath, paper towel, and some water. It's the same thing. I've seen people that need bigger palettes. Those things aren't big enough. And they use just I have a glass palette right here underneath everything. They use like a big glass palette, kinds of stuff. I actually, in the beginning, before my sister got me one, I just used the glass out of picture frames. I went to the dollar store and bought them. They're kind of thin now. You gotta be careful. The thicker one would be better. So you could use anything you want. And then they would do that. They put the parchment paper down, all that kind of stuff. And one hit, I think it was like a shoe tray or something. She set it down in there and put plastic over it. So, or she had a lid, but she figured it out. But it was big, so you can do this as long as you got parchment paper, paper towels, and something that you can keep it in overnight. I think it might have been 2 trays, and she had a tray over top it, but you get the idea. And then if they're got a thicker paint, what I did, my hair's such a mess, it's driving me crazy, is she sprayed the thicker paint just lightly. But with these Deco Art and these thinner paints, don't do that. You get enough moisture from the bottom because you can put a little water in the bottom, paper towel, and then your parchment paper. You don't need nothing else. So just leave the paint in there overnight. This was here yesterday. And there's some of this from the day before. It's still wet. Can you see it? This is 2 days old. It's still wet, so it's fine. So that's just a little way to save your paint. And then it's a good way to remember what colors. If you mixed anything and you don't remember, just leave where you mixed it. Like just some pieces here, I made a darker green. leave it there. That way you can match it up, right? All right, so I get this little clip. I'm going to clip my cord out of the way because it gets into everything. This cord has more paint on it than anything in this house. Oops. Put it right up there. Get out of the way. There you go. That works good. That's a good idea. And now I get a paper towel, and I am going to, like I said, I'm going to turn this around. I'm kind of design, kind of set up, you know, I call it setting up your front room. It's kind of your composition. Uh-oh, that ain't gonna work. All right, so I'm gonna take a piece. I got it this way. I thought that would be good. I'm just gonna get me a medium round large brush. You know, it's a round brush, but it's just a longer version. And I'm gonna come in here with some brown first. And I'm just gonna make a big kind of circle. Just a big circle. Kind of figuring out where I want it. And it's going to be like all overgrown with flowers and stuff. But I just want to make sure I got this roundness in there. See, I'll try to do it perfect. And there's going to be splashes. And there's going to be like some frames around. I'm going to make this really wide. It's going to have a lot of greenery in it. So I can kind of scratch this in a little bit more. You're not going to see this. I'm just setting it up. That's all I'm doing. All right, so now I'm going to need my heart. So let me just take a little bit of this pale. I think this is a coral blush. I'm just going to set up where I want my heart. I got a shadow over here. Let's see how to do it. Now I realize a lot of you guys probably won't be able to paint this, but you should watch artists paint. And if they're talking, explaining things, you should listen. So I just kind of talk as I go here. But you could probably do this or your own version. So I'm just kind of, whoops, she's going to extend beyond the wreath a little bit. So I'm just putting in some shapes here. And dry brushing it in, looking at more of that pink. I think I'm going to go right ahead. And I got two pinks here. I'm going to go right ahead and kind of scratch this in a little bit. Kind of abstract, so there's no need to be super perfect. This will be a great way to learn. I told you we're going to do that. The art therapy cards after. It says 10 minutes, but I don't think it's going to take that long. It's just using your other, whatever. If you're right-handed, you can use your left, your less dominant hand. And so now I get it pretty well set up. So now I want some background to this. So I want a pretty dark green. I got this green here. This is called Kelly green. And I got that little bit of that lime green left from last night. And I got a blue here, and I'm going to mix them all together. So I want kind of a dark background. If that's not dark enough, I could add some brown or black to it. So I'm going to start mixing up some greens. And I want a little blue in it because there is blue in this painting. It's a little bit of every color, really. Put a little brown, darken this green up a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of just sloppily put in these colors. Get them in. Just picking up blue and green. No white yet. You want it, it's dark to light. Whenever you do paintings, it is always dark to light. Including acrylics, squash, and oil color. Except for watercolor. Very see-through. So if you try to do light and then do dark over it, you're literally covered up. So, or vice versa, you need to do it light first. Sometimes, like you'll see when I do it, you like leave out pieces deliberately. Because, you know, sometimes the white doesn't work unless you leave it out. They actually have a medium that you can use to peel it off later after you do the painting. Anyways, you don't do that with watercolor. It's just the opposite. Some green and blues. And I'm just kind of slopping this on. I'm going to use some palette knife on this too, so to make our flowers. I'm using blue, green, a little bit of brown to keep a little tone down on the background. Just keep it on the dark side. Want to mess it up a little bit. Just mess it up back and forth, squiggly, squiggly. Squint your eyes if you need to, because this is definitely kind of an impressionist type painting. So squish your eyes. Take off your glasses. You can even use your other hand like our practice we're going to do. Oh, yes. Definitely going to be all squishy looking. I'm going to use some palette knife, but right now I'm just setting up my painting. Who's on here? Hey, Lori girl. We are in the Artsy Rose group. We're not? Oh, my God. I'm not in the Artsy Rose group? It says public group. We're in the Artsy Rose group. Here we are. It says public group. I am in the group. And I am in the group. Don't tell you I'm not in the group. Let me look. Now this one says Diana Myers. And this says public group. I don't know what's going on. Where do you think I am, Lori? Where does it say I am? Oh my goodness. I don't know about this. This says one thing, that says another. I set this up in the Artsy Rose group. I did it right from the group. It's the only way you can do it. Where is it saying, Lori? There's no way I can tell other than public group. It's definitely a group. So I don't know. I ain't worried about it right now. Well, come on, guy. I'm going off here because I don't know what's going on. It says group. It says I'm in my group. Diana Myers is now in the Art by Diana Myers free Artsy Rose group. Okay. Oh, I'm losing my mind, guys. You know, you might be showing up something different because there's a lot of wonky stuff going on. People think I'm losing my mind. Well, Facebook don't help me. They make me crazy. All right, I just shut off on this thing because I don't even want to try that again. We're just going to do it like this, the old-fashioned way. I'm just going to have to figure it out as I go. I want to do my my YouTube. I'm pretty sure I can do it like we do it now. I think. You found it? Well, it's probably showing up in both places. It does that. It's like I'll do a class and it'll show up. The only thing it won't show up is like it won't show back up into this group unless I put it. But while I'm doing the class, it will show up on my main page. It does that. I have no idea. Kathy says she's in the Artsy Rose group. Don't ask me. I told you, wonky stuff going on, guys. I said, right person is my public group. So I know, you know, yours is a private group. The other group that we did last night, that's a private group. And right at the top says private group. That's how I tell. So, yeah, weird stuff, right? And they're changing things again, so I get so confused. Everybody, my constant contact from my emails changed stuff. Actually, it was a lot easier last time to put the email out. And then my PayPal has changed stuff. My everything. Well, you know it is. They're integrating a lot of AI into all their stuff, so they always change stuff. But lately, with all this new stuff, that's what they've been doing. So you know, I don't know. As far as I know, I'm in the right group. It makes it hard for people though, because then they get confused, you know. But if you found me, just be happy. You found me. All right, so now I got a base here. So there's actually some blue in this background, so I'm gonna go right ahead. And I'm just going to put, I want a brighter blue. I don't like this blue. Well, I need a brighter blue. I don't like, this is the Stormy, which is okay, but I want something a little brighter. Let's see what I got. I'm going to use this bright blue, this apple barrel. I'm going to do this a little brighter. Strange stuff, don't tell you. But, you know, it's okay they do that, because then people will watch. You know, I have no problem where they put it. It's just that they're the ones that make the rules, so, you know. They change the rules, you just go with the flow. That's what you do. Oh, I got a little blue in here. It's all right. Gonna be a little messed up, supposed to be. So I'm gonna kind of just like run some blue down the side of this a little bit. little water too. I want this to kind of run, so I'm going to make some running marks. This is where you have to be brave, guys. you have to, and I'm going to add some white. And I'm going to bring that right over top of this color over here. Gotta be brave. Gotta be brave. All right, and I'm going to do a little darker on the other side, but so I'll do this blue and a little green. A lot of blue. I'm going to kind of come over here and just splash on some color too. Gotta be brave. And let's see. And there's a little yellow here and there too, so I'm gonna brush off. Just use a dirty brush, wipe it off on your towel. Bring a little bit of this in. A little bit. Okay, a little yellow in the middle here, some baby duck. This is baby duck. I'm gonna add a little yellow in here too. Oh, I am out. Now this is all just background, guys. This is all just like the back of the stage, the back of the painting. It'll look different once I get everything in here. Okay. Show you the painting again. See the blue and the blue and the white? This is smaller, make it a little bit bigger. And there's like, you can see the boards, that's what we want. Oops, yellow. You know you got the right one when it says live too. If it says live, you're good. If it ain't where it's supposed to be, I don't know. I had my own problems keeping up with where it has to be. Right? A little yellow in here and some white. A little white, this. It's very colorful. More blue, take this blue, move over some blue. I want there to be kind of a board. You need some more brown. Yeah, that was a fun class last night. I know it's different, but sometimes you gotta try new stuff, right? Want to make sure there's like something that looks like boards in here. So I'm gonna go with brown and yeah. Let me blend this in a little bit with some white. Yep, I got 9 more people. Well, I got 9 people total so far for my party, which is a little weird because I have news for you. We did it 4 weeks out to make sure we get people. So I'm gonna have to, if I get 30, I set it at 30. I didn't say anything in the thing about it, but it all depends. You know, I might be able to do 40, and I could probably. There's another artist I know, and I could. There's things I could do if it gets big, but I'm hoping it does, but not over 40. 30 is what I set it at. More pink in here. So we're going to use a palette knife here in a minute. I kind of white some of this out too, and so it looks like kind of like boards. Just the indication of some boards here. Some white. That's a good thing. It's good for my brother's place too. But quite a few are Baldwinsville people, which I'm really happy about. I'd like to get more of them to know me. I could sell some art here. This place, there is a couple of artist places here, so that would be a good thing. You know? All right. Nobody really knows me out here. Well, I worked over in Liverpool, but, you know, it's not really Baldwinsville. It's close. All right, so we got the background on now. Who's on here? So now I want to do some dripping. Hey, Stacy. Okay. Hey, girl. That's all right, whatever. I know, that's why I ended up getting this the way I got it now, because it was either I couldn't get it, bought the wrong ones, or we get plugged up, or, you know, then it was like this, you know, they were like $10, now they're like $30. I was like, what the heck? So I pay according to how much I use, and they keep track. So sometimes I use a lot of color, just get the color, and sometimes it'll tell me, it's on my phone, my app, that I've run out or I'm low. And it tells you don't, until it says low, don't replace it. And usually by then, I've already had, they sent it to me. Then you just keep all your old ones, and then they send you a packet. You just fill the packet up and send it back to them. Postage paid, a little plastic thing. So, I mean, sometimes it's like $4, sometimes it's $8 a month. I mean, that's cheap. So it's a lot less. Of course, I got the computer that goes with it, which I've had for quite a while. Knock on wood, it's been good. It's a HP, but I bought it because I can do different things. It's nothing fancy. It's just I can do different. Some of them you can only use copy paper. This one I can do canvas paper, and I can make stickers and, you know, stuff like that. So, which I do sometimes. And they have this really cool thing that you guys, a lot of the stuff that I give to you in the free group. Some of that is from them. They give us free printables. You know, like the little, like I had the Christmas tree gingerbread house with the things you could stick on it. That came from them. Little freebies. So I really like HP. I really do. I used to be a big Canon nut, but they're too freaking expensive. All right, so now I am going to start making some drips. So I'm going to put certain flower colors in here. So I want to pick those colors. Let's just kind of, I'm going to tip this a little bit. And just kind of put some water on my paint. You guys watched me the other night. This is pretty much how you do it. Keep adding water to your paint. Then keep adding water and you'll get some pretty decent drips. And just let them dry. Yeah, you're going to make a mess. That's the name of the plan. These kind of need to be under the palette knifing and brushing. So just let them drip. They're going to be underneath what I'm doing. Ooh. Just let them drip. Kind of do this with watercolor too. Same idea. You can do some over here too. Let them drip. You can see this, but I'm just letting them drip. And I got some reds in there too. I don't know if I got any red out. And I got a yellow. Let's do the yellow. It's not as bright as the one on the thing, but close enough. I already announced the winners too. So I gave one to Stacy, one to Lori. I'm not doing the other groups, so I'll just get my, and Tammy. Tammy, for her, she did a scene with everything in it, which I thought was funny. She had like everything. It was skating. And Lori, for your skating bears. And Stacy, for that one you did with the colored snow, which I thought was very clever and actually good. So all three of you are getting a little Happy Meal this month. So congrats, guys. So I got some drips going here. And I messed up this one, but that's okay. I can leave that there because they're going to be coloring over this anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It actually has some yellow in it, I believe. Yeah, up in here. Up in here, there's some yellow. Okay, so now I got some drips in there. I'm going to dry this again a little bit, just a little bit. I think I threw my blow dryer over the other side here. Where are you? This is buffering you guys, so let's hope this stays on. I'm hoping. I don't know. All right. want to start making some flowers, but I'm going to put in some circles first. I'm going to, I need some more pinks and purples and stuff. Let me get some more of this Love Potion. And I need like a lighter pink, I think would be good. What do I got? Ooh, what do I got? I got this violet too. I want a pink. You know what I gotta get next time I go to Walmart's? I miss my fuchsia pink. I have like none. That bright, like neon. I love that color. I love it. And they have a couple that are close, but not real close. In the I want some red too. Get a bright red. Yeah, Deco Art. Well, they got pinks over there, but I don't want to go over there. Wait, what's this one? This is a pretty one. This is Coral Burst. I'm gonna use some of this too. All right, so let's design some roses. I got another pink over here. I know I do. I use a lot of pink. I had an antique pink here. Where's my antique pink? It's this one. This one's burnt salmon. This is a pretty color too. This one. It's a newer one. You guys can see this. I get straight now. This Party. Oh, I gotta mix it up more. Make sure you mix them up. If you lose the binder, later on you're gonna have paint stuck to the bottom of your bottle. So see some clear stuff come out, make sure you mix it up. So I'm just looking to make some circles where I'm gonna put some roses. So I'm just gonna kind of there's a circle. And here's one here. I'll do a small one here. This one up here. And then I'm gonna need some red. I did some red ones. I know it's looking crazy, but it's supposed to. It'll all come together. It's going to the ugly stage right now. And I got some red. I'm looking over at my painting. I'm looking at my painting. Just kind of get a basic shape of your flower. There's some little ones over here. There's a couple up. There's a big one right in here. There's a small one in here. Let me see. I got a couple small ones in here. There's kind of a pinky one right here too. So pinky reddy right in here. Yeah, there's a small one right in here. There's some more red ones too, but we're gonna these are gonna be having different colors, and the texture will look different because I'm gonna use my palette knife. Just kind of figure out what you think looks kind of cohesive. All right. A lot of yellow in here too. I think I might need a brighter yellow too. I'll get that baby duck, but I got some of this apple barrel bright yellow. I'm gonna use some of this too. I don't think baby duck's quite bright enough. This one's just called bright yellow. It's apple barrel. Wally World. Good old Wally World. Need some brighter yellow in here. Need some brighter yellow. Yeah, it's better. I'm gonna some little yellow ones. Okay, let me get that palette knife out. I need one with a kind of a thick, I want one with a rounded edge. This one's good. Now, it could thicken this up, but I didn't really do it with that one, so I'm not gonna, I'm gonna need a lot more white. Let me show you again what we're doing. We're doing this one. let's see. Kind of fix up this yellow one here a little bit. I need more of that color, that salmon, or no, yeah, salmon. Oops. Some white in there. Red there too, a little red. This one. Thing is, when you're doing palette knife, it isn't quite built up enough. Once it's, you know, you got it pretty thick, you're going to come back over that, and hopefully it's dry when you come the second time. It actually comes out a little better with oil like this, and which I haven't done in a while. I should do an oil one, but you know, it goes on a little thicker without adding too much. But you can let it dry. When you come over the second time, the bumps underneath it, you're going to actually be painting the bumps, if that makes any sense. Add a little red to this middle. There you go. So it gives a little more texture to it too. That's, you know, what palette knifing is all about. So it needs a lot of white in it too. It's kind of a pinky purple. That's what I want in this one. Be kind of pink. If you want more lines in that, you just use a more pointed palette knife. Just gonna mix it up on the side. I want it more pink. This one. The ugly stage. It's okay. Whew. Redness too, a little more red, more purple, more white. Paper towel, what did I do with it? I think I lost my paper towel again. What's on here? Well, wherever you find it, you find it. But I am in the group, it's on the top. Hey, Laura. My sister. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I'm just doing, it's the ugly stage. I'm just doing some roses. And afterwards, they're going to do something called the other hand, which is art therapy. This is if you stick it out with me. And it's funny because it's just using your other hand. And it's to make your brain kind of activate and wake you up and view things in a different way. So it has other stuff underneath here, but we'll do it after class. It says 10 minutes, but we're like 5. So I like these little cards. They give you some good ideas. All right, so I'll do another purple pink over there. Oh, they were out of it? You believe that? Damn Michaels, I don't know. I miss oh, Joann's. I used to get a lot of stuff at Joann's. But yeah, they run out of stuff. I order a lot of stuff off Amazon now. It's just easier. But there's some things you can't get. But we're lucky. We have a huge art store here. And sometimes you would think a fancy art store like that, it's actually cheaper sometimes. So it depends. And they have a lot more like professional, you know. So, but not that Michaels don't, but there's a lot they don't carry. They don't carry golden, or at least they weren't. Which I like the golden. They didn't. So let's do this right here. I might add a little red to that too, I think. Kind of keep it on the pinky side. A little more white. Make this look more like a rose. A little trick is to have little triangles like that. Because if you look at real roses, a lot of them will have that rolled up leaf that's kind of triangular. And when you do that, it's just, to me, it makes it look more like a rose. I mean, it's a little abstracty, but you get the idea. You have those little, just a few that are sticking out. And keep the centers on the dark side, whether you want to do yellow and orange or red, because, you know, the congestion of the leaves would be right here in the middle. So keeping those centers on the dark side will make it look, you know, more like a rose. And your tips would be lighter, so. All right. This is supposed to be abstract, so it's okay. Matter. If you want more petals, you just go in and kind of cut it out a little bit, scratch in. All right, let's see. I got some red ones, so we'll do some red ones too. We'll just kind of come in with the red. Centers on these, kind of yellow, and I did yellow in the center and some white. Did some little ones too, some wee little ones. I love mini roses. I bought a few. I didn't take them out of the pot, so I wrapped the pot up, 2 of them, and the whole pot, but right in the dirt. That's where I had them all summer, so it's too late to move them. So I wrapped them in, oh, what do you call that? Like bubble wrap. I wrapped them all up so they look like they're doing okay. I'll know in the spring. Just don't want that pot to freeze. Put it over in the corner so it's kind of protected. So I'm hoping they survive. I love little minis. At that rose bush, that one up in Syracuse is one of the oldest gardens in the country. But the rose bush, there's many roses are the oldest in the country. It's been there over 100 years. And I love it up there. I go up there every year, never miss it. Yep. Beautiful. Sunken Gardens. It's right up in Thornton Park. It's beautiful. I love it. And they have a ton of roses. I just take pictures mostly. I used to, I was a little bit younger once in a while. You can go up there and you can just volunteer and help, but I can't do that anymore. So I go up, you know. I guess they need somebody to cook some food so I could talk to them. I never did end up going out, so bring them some cookies or something because they get busy, you know. They do like weddings there and everything, but it's just beautiful. I just love it. It's not big. It just has a lot of roses, you know. That's what it's about. It has a big gazebo in the middle, and It's beautiful. One year they got hit by, so I wonder how they're going to do this year. Because I'm worried about the two big climbers they got are huge. And if they get hit by the snow, they kind of bend down. They'll either A, die, or B, when you bring a big rose bush down to the sides, all the hormones go to it, and you'll get flowers along that stalk as it goes down to the ground, which actually is kind of cool if it looks right. But I don't know, so I won't know until the spring gets here how they're surviving. They look all right now, but then the snow doesn't hurt them. Snow's actually good for them, protects the roots and stuff. It's just the wind and the ice will ruin the, they had climbers that have arches up there, and one year it just destroyed, I'd say 90% of them. I was so disappointed, because I mean, they're huge and they just climb. But with most climbers, you have to actually pin them up, and they have to be up a certain way, because like I said, you can actually get more roses by bending them a certain way, and if you don't get as many. So anyways, it killed a lot of them. Didn't kill them. The base was still there, so they just cut them the rest of the way back. It took a couple years. Climbers take a little bit longer, so did the rest of them. I just like the looks of them. So gotta have a few climbers. I ordered. I have 3 climbers. 2 are the David Austin, and the other ones are just I found somewhere. Just making more roses. These ones I'm doing a little redder. I think I got some like violet, some more bluish pink ones. We're gonna do some bluish pink ones too. Just do a little yellow and red and white on these. Kind of got into this other rose, but that's okay. That is okay. Kind of. Let's do this pink one right here with some blue. Blue and some white. A little blue and pink and white. Some more yellows over on this other side too. Need some more yellows. Some more violets on this side, so let's do a couple small ones. Kind of balance it out a little bit. A little white in there. Some right here. Just kind of eyeballing it. Whatever looks good. Whatever looks good. There we go. A little different pink than the other one, but that's okay. I need some more like a pinky pink. Oh, let's see what I got. This one's what, joyful pink. Let's try this one. Yeah, it's some more of a pinky pink. Need some pinky pink. I can't believe it's February 1st already. It's like, wow. What's that here? Let's show you guys what we're doing again. We're getting close, but not really close enough. Paint takes a little while to do. So I didn't want to do anything too, like, you know, because it takes so long to do this. Gotta stretch for a minute. Started doing a few weights this morning to some music. What you got, baby? I got it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It was fun. My shoulders are not good. I love this coconut. Maybe with stevia, I love it. All right, so I think I'm gonna kind of brighten up the screen and behind it before I add anything on the top of this. So I'm gonna kind of mix the screen with some yellow. If anybody's out there watching, make sure you like and share and jingle. Let us know you're there. You can just say hey, too, because you can see me. It'll accompany notifications. If you're lucky, about half the time it will, but the only way it's going to happen is if you like, share, follow. Facebook has got to know that you're interested. If you're not really interested, it's not going to show up that much. But when you come looking for me, you might have a problem. In the meantime, if you want to go over to YouTube, I just put 6 more videos unlisted, so you can watch, you can binge watch me like my client there. Where the heck is Joellen? She's always here. She must be off doing something. She comes over, she won't binge watch me, so funny. So, anyways, if you want to come see me over there, you'll see January's and December's and other stuff. I'm just kind of brightening up this background a little bit by adding some little pieces of like foliage. I'm going to probably touch up some of this with a brush too, because sometimes even when you do this, you have to go back with a brush and kind of just like make everything kind of cohesive and, you know, a little matchy kind of thing. Yeah, I do a flower here too. I didn't do it. Getting dry. Definitely dry. This heat's been in a lot. I'm just all excited about how big my bill's going to be. Oh, everybody. It's going to be a big one this year. I already had one big one. I can't hardly wait for January's. I don't know how it can get any bigger, but I'm not hearing anything good. Hearing all kinds of stories. Do this a little pinkier. Yeah. course, the heat was off for 2 weeks, but I was using all kinds of electrical stuff to keep the house warm. They had to check my, I guess it's not a part they usually order. The trailer was only 2 years old, and the control board and the igniter went. So I had to wait for the parts once they verified they were going to cover it, because it would have been like double, triple what I had to pay anyways. I paid labor. But yeah, and that's something. They don't make nothing the same. Remember, we had one in our house, my husband, and they did heating and air. His father said that one we had was like 50 years old. We had to get it replaced, but I'm just saying, old gravity fed, old dusty house, But they lasted forever. Now, forget it, nothing. Washers, dryers, I bet a lot of stuff used. Because the guy that does that stuff for me, he washes and dryers and all that, like my husband worked for Sears, he did heating and air and all kinds of stuff, so they know what's going to last. And buying these new fancy things, even with the warranty, it's not always good. I mean, who wants to spend $10,000 on a washer and dryer? Not me. Not me. If I was to spend $10,000, I would hire somebody to do it. That's what I'd rather do. I don't know about you, but that's what I would rather do. Let's do a few later ones, too. Definitely. I don't want to do any laundry. Some people love doing laundry. My brother's a dry cleaner, and my kids work for him, and they're so good at it. They don't even like doing it, though, but I'm like, no, I don't like doing it. But I grew up when you had washers and Ringer wash machines. We didn't have that many clothes. Nobody did. And you just had a few outfits, Sunday best and all that. And let me tell you something, doing laundry was a freaking project. You hang laundry up in the middle of winter and all your stuff gets frozen on the line. And that's when we were in the basement in the attic hanging it up. So I have no love for laundry. I don't even own a iron anymore. I haven't in years. Like, iron? I said, no. If I really need it, I'll go to my brothers and have them do it. And, I just take it over there. And then I throw it in the dryer, with the wet washcloth, and I'm good. I'm good. It turns out they did a survey about people that own it. It's like something like more than half people don't own them anymore. You don't have to. Everything is rayon and all that kind of stuff. Well, some things you're like, I had an iron, I just throw up on the counter and just give it a lick and a promise, but that'd be about it, So now I'm going to go over these a little bit with the yellow and my orange. Yeah, not me. Not a laundry lover. It really irritates when I see somebody with a perfect line in their jeans. I'm like, God, where have you been? That's like so 1970, 1980. Don't do that to your pants. Don't put no lines in them. Unless they come that way. Très chic. Not in style. Not that I really care, but just kind of irritates me because I know some fool, his wife was slavering over those stupid jeans. Unless they took them to a dry cleaners. Which people do have stuff like that dry cleaned. I didn't know that. My mother worked for my brother for a while. Like, really? I was like, really? I didn't really think they even did that anymore. And some of those jeans, some of those clothes were like old. These people wanted to make them last. That generation did, Yeah. They're just not my thing, though. Not my thing. I just buy it already ironed. It comes out of the dryer, you just hang it up on a hanger. It's like perfect. Need anything else? Yep. Right, so I'm gonna do some more. Let me do some more over here too. I gotta do some more little things over here. This needs a little bit of green. It's too yellow there. This looks a little wonky. I think I'm going to have to adjust it a little bit. think the heart has to be moved over a little bit. Yeah, this is a little lighter than the last one, but I kind of like it. It's all right. I'm going to kind of move this heart a little bit. I think I'll bring it over a little bit. Over this way to make it a little bigger, and over this way. Okay, can always change. I'm just doing it this way so I can see what I'm doing. I'll turn around in a minute. Let's see. It's a green in there. Didn't want that. Yeah. It's more centered. All right, that's better. Completely missed the water. Completely missed. Want it to be a little bit, scratchy looking. Some blue and green in here. A little bit of each. Still extra foliage there. Need a little bit more, I think. Trying to pick up on all these colors with some blue, which seems to be working. Maybe some yellows too, I think. Maybe some more reds. Let's do the red first. Some reds in here. Like little baby flowers, maybe. I didn't put no thickeners in these, so it's a little sloppy looking, but it's just a different look. And I do it with my thickener sometimes I don't. It depends on what I want to do. Sometimes I just don't want the aggravation of mixing it too, unless I pre-mix it, which is easier. White in here too. I don't think there's enough. Different areas need a little white. A little white here and there won't hurt. I'll put those here. I got all different colors in here. Some of the pinks and blues have mixed into this white, so it's kind of giving some cool looking colors. It's kind of mixed in on the palette. So let's kind of bring some of this up into here too. All right. Just kind of add this white with all these colors in it around the edges, kind of bring it all together. Kind of, you know, I like to cameo things. Kind of what happens is when you do this, it kind of draws the eyes towards the center. I don't think that makes any sense, but it's true. Running out of white. It's got so many other colors in here. Just kind of scratching this on. Days are getting longer. It's still a little daylight out, not much, but a little bit. Days are finally getting longer. Praise the Lord and pass the peanut butter, right? I'd go for some peanut butter right now. Like peanut butter sandwich or crackers or something. Get lots of protein now, and it just will not budge. Sometimes you need to eat more. I don't know. I don't know about you, but when I eat more, it shows up on the scale. So I'm trying to eat more protein, but not eating as much as I used to because you don't run that shot. Okay. So let's take a look, see what we got. Look all right? Who's on here? Hey, Joellen, where the heck you been? We've been waiting for you. You're late. So yeah, I kind of came because this is a bigger painting. How now, brown cow? So maybe you put a little of those colors towards this middle too, just because they're in here. So let me just take a few in there because this white's all messed up. Scratch a few in here. Ooh, that's a lot of work. This is a big job. I'm gonna need a nap now. Next time I'm gonna make some chicken in the I love boneless chicken in my air fryer. I found this $1 store chicken dinner. It's called. It's a seasoning. It tastes just like shake and bake. And I don't have to use no shake and bake because it's fattening. I sprinkle that on there, a little bit of seasoning salt, and I put it in there like 35 minutes. It's so good. And I last year we'd go to this one place and we get like get a whole box of squash for like $15. It went up. It might be 14, 15. So they didn't have all the boxes out yet. She says, well, go pick one out. She said, it'd be $4. So it was kind of expensive. So my daughter came back to the car and she had a butternut squash. It was the size of a watermelon. Now, how the hell am I going to cook this, right? And I keep a couple still out there from September, October. They last a long time if you keep them cool. So I did if you guys remember, you probably never heard of this kind of squash. It's called Hubbard. It's my favorite, hard to get. But I did it the old-fashioned way. Make sure the floor is clean. I just threw it on the floor and it breaks into pieces. And I pick it up, get all the seeds out, and I just take those broken pieces and I put them on a cookie sheet and cook them. Just roast them. A little bit of water if you want to. Oh, that happens. It must be a good book. You know what I'm watching? Netflix. You guys watch Bridgerton, where they got the new season on. It's so good. It's like love stories and stuff. Oh my God. It's on PBS. Oh, the other one about old times. I don't know. Anyways, it's on again. So I go to bed. But I slept good. I got up kind of late, but so what? Who cares, right? I got a job. I ain't got a job. This is my job now. I'm just going back around these edges a little bit. Let me get a brush. It's so good. It's so good, guys. So I picked out the winners a couple times at the beginning of this if you want to watch it. And I'm going to do this quick little from our thing. Just kind of little dab will do you here and there. Little dab will do you. I'm so excited about this class. I haven't done a paint party in a while. And my so I gotta get in shape and exercise a little bit so I can run around. I take my cane with me, but gotta run around still. Well, I think my daughter's coming, so she'll help me. She just wants to come. It's all right. I'm trying to get her to bring her girlfriend. Her girlfriend likes it. She comes once in a while. She's gonna help. They're gonna both do the wine fest with me. It's quite the to-do. It's big. You can't do it by yourself. You really. She had people try to do it. She's very disappointed. This is like a 2, 3, 4 man show. She hired my granddaughter one year to do a lot of the bottles. To bring the bottles and the cups back. They go around and collect them on the tables. It's a big deal. They're doing it. I have never done it at her on center yet. So the big thing is just getting in there. She says it's straight in, so I should be all right. I don't like stairs. So I think this is a little more even. Okay. Oh, my Valentine's Day abstract heart. Big trick is to make sure you get kind of a highlight on that. Just looks better. So I'm going to let this dry. Pictures afterwards. I might adjust it here and there, but I do that because sometimes, when you're talking, it doesn't come out right. It doesn't come out right. So here's this, I got to move this. I'm going to be all up in it. It's called The Other Hand, this one. And it says, goal for the activity, to let go of perfectionism and expectations. I can't talk. Medium drawing, 10 minutes is how long it takes. But you just pen and paper and use a pen and make a drawing with your non-dominant hand, which is my left hand. Make as much drawings as you like. Hint, this is meant to be a quick activity to wake up your brain and to get you to view things in a different way. The exploratory questions. How did it feel to draw in a less comfortable way? Did it surprise you? How does it feel to make art that it's not supposed to be perfect? Do you feel more awake after this exercise? Not me. I'm tired. All right, so we get a piece of paper. Oh, I don't know. You know, I think I'm having a little problem to go, but you know, one of the side effects that one drug I'm on, it might be insomnia. But then I get up, I go to the couch, pass out on that couch, sitting up. So I sleep fine when I sleep. It's just I'm off schedule. It all started when I got sick. And I've been off every schedule since then. Just a little piece of paper. What I got here? Okay, I know I got some. Yeah, here's some. What is this? What is this thing? Oh yeah. This, you guys ever get those books? Oh, I'm gonna hang this up. Oh, I forgot I had this. Look. That's pretty. This is Hello Winter. You get those books, I can't even name it. I have a couple of them. They have all kinds of arts and crafts in them. They're expensive. You can get them like, this was in the middle. I'm not using it. I'm going to keep that or something. I forgot that was in there. Oh, I'll use the back of this thing. So I'm going to paint, or whatever you want to do, with your less dominant hand. So you could draw something. It's got paint on it. You could draw something, as many pictures if you want. I'm going to do like this, do this in fours. This is my good hand. We're going to do that first. Use this hand, all right? This seems weird, right? And I'm going to, let's try doing a flower. Ooh, that's wonky, right? All right, that's all right, right? Okay, look at guys, that's kind of cool. We'll give it a little pot. There's one. Weird looking, but it's kind of cool. Let's see, we'll do another. We'll do different flowers. Let's try doing a rose. Little rose. Oops. And it has like these little leaves that go like that. Oh, I think there's something happening to my brain. Oh, never mind. That's normal. Oh, that's normal. All right, so now I got like these, like a rose, right? Leave it like that. Okay, so what else can we do? Let's do, oh, like a daffodil. Let's do like a daffodil. You can do anything you want. Just get like creative. Oops. It is definitely weird drawing with your other hand. Let's do a little bunch of little ones. Oh, a little wonky, that one. Kind of reminds me of Picasso kind of stuff. A very wonky technique. That's kind of cool, actually. I could live with that. Okay, so it didn't take long. Is your brain awake now? Mine's so awake. You get thunder snow. They call it thunder snow here. Yeah, it says this is meant to be a quick activity to wake up your brain and get you ready to view things in a new way, which is cool, right? That'd be great for this painting. And then, how did it feel to draw in a less comfortable way? It was strange. Did it surprise you? Yeah, I guess so. How does it feel to make art that's not supposed to look perfect? I love it. And do you feel more awake after this exercise? I don't know. I don't think so. Need a nap. All right, so that's it for today. So it's a little exercise to try, which is like every other book you read on art that's like in there, trying different things. Without your glasses, try it with some other apparatus. You could try a palette knife instead of a, you know, a brush. Use your fingers. Use a sponge. Use your less dominant hand and take your glasses off and see what you come up with. Just for shits and giggles. All right, so that I think was very good. So there's some in there that are a little too long that we can't really do. There's some with like photography, and there's some with clay in the back, and that was pretty interesting. So, can you see what I did? That's a rose. That's a flower. That's a daffodil. And it's my Picasso. They actually came out pretty good. The colors in the watercolor, I wonder what they'd look like. You never know, that might do something with that. Anyways, guys, so that's it for today. Congratulations again to Tammy and Lori and Stacy. You guys all get a little prize. But yeah, this month will probably get a little bit more. It should be getting warm here pretty soon after February. And then it'll be up and down. But like by the time St. Patrick's come, it's always cold. I used to go to the parade every year. But right after that, it starts getting better. So it's not too long now. Yeah, have a great night, everybody. And I will see you guys Thursday. So if I'm doing anything else, I'll let you know. I want to do a stint on YouTube, and I might have time this week. So I got all that stuff done for the other thing. So I'm kind of caught up. So I'm going to need some time to paint, too. This was great. I love this today. So I will see you guys, like I said, next Thursday. And have a great time. Have a great night. Have a great night. And I hope inspiration finds you wherever you go. And make art, guys. Make lots and lots of art. Oh, God. And I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.